reckless and full of wrecks.
Hey everybody and welcome back, I'm Well Nasty, and with the newest season of Apex Legends coming out, it would only be fair to make this subscriber requested DIY. So without further ado, let's make a DIY Octane mask from Apex Legends. Before we start, guys, remember to check out my latest video, and the part 1 to this video in fact, on how I made the bottom portion of this build, because in this video I'll be focusing on just the goggle portion. Okay guys, so first to start off, we can get 2 bottles with a small diameter and cut off the end of each. Then we can make an angled cut to each end of the bottle. Then using some oven baked clay, we can sculpt the middle portion to these goggles so that they can be fastened together in one piece. I'm no sculptor, but I was able to get this shape right here, and it kind of resembles an anvil or a tiny skateboard truck. I threw it out in the oven, and once hardened, I attached the 2 pieces of bottle together. And to top it off, I got some gray spray paint and sprayed it. Now we aren't completely done yet. We can set that aside and get a thick marker cap and cut it so we have 2 small short pieces. With those pieces, we can do the same thing as we did before and add some oven baked clay to the middle of them and properly size the piece in the middle. We'll bake and paint that, and while we wait, we can attach some elastic to our now dry goggles so that we can actually wear these guys. And by the time we do this, the small part we had earlier should be ready so we can attach that to the top of our goggles. Let's set that aside and start on the side parts of the mask. Now for these, we can get 2 of those thick Gatorade bottles and cut off the topmost portion. With these, we'll now have 2 separate pieces, the cap and the bottom base part. We can remove those 2 pieces and paint them their corresponding colors. While those dry, we can make these little protruding wings that attach to the ear guards. And for these, large pipe cleaners will do the trick. And they were actually made thicker by twisting about 5 of them together. We'll do this 2 times and then once more, but in a much smaller scale. And with them properly sized and shaped, we can coat them and marinate them in some white Elmer's glue. And this is so that we can get rid of that fuzzy texture. And after a few hours, when they are completely hardened, we can attach them to our earpieces, with the small little wings attaching to the cap part and the larger ones attaching to the base portion. We can now move to the next step, and for this part, let's bring our goggles back into the picture and add some wax paper to our lens area so that we can add our lights. It'll also soften and disperse the light more evenly. And yes, I did say lights, so for this I will have some green string lights which are carefully added to the ring around each eyepiece. Finally, we can put that aside and work on the final details. For this, let's get a small soda can and cut the bottom off. Then very carefully, cutting away the bottom and bending them inside the can. As I said earlier, be careful, these things are very sharp. Once we have 2 of those, we'll paint those black and set them out to dry. And now by this time, we're finished, and the only thing left to do is to assemble our whole mask. And for this case, I will be using a mannequin head to attach all the parts together. Once our entire face piece is assembled, we can add those soda can bottoms to the front, and boom, we are done. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been great posting more often, and I hope you guys all enjoy these as well. And always remember to like, comment, subscribe, and please give me your suggestions on what I should build next. I really do listen and do actually plan to make most of the things you guys say, so thank you again.